Hey guys, JP Guy here playing some more Banjo-Kazooie. Last time you watched me fail miserably at that challenge inside the shed. Done with it now, so we want to climb on top and grab these notes and the Mumbo token. We are almost at 30, so we're doing really good on those. Let's go ahead and avoid these skellies, these spooky, scary skeletons. Now right in here, there is a Jiggy that we could potentially get. It is a little bit easier if we get Mumbo's help though. And we're doing really low in health. Down here we have like this haunted water stuff. It'll hurt us if we land in it. So let's be very careful. I'm kind of low on health, so I really don't want to fall into it. I will probably land in it once. And this time you don't get any like weird message saying you shouldn't have done that. I really need health, so let's go ahead and take care of this skeleton guy. I guess next time we run into one of those guys, I'll show you what happens if you try to just take them out without using the gold feathers. I was not able to think of that, but there's Jiggy number 6. We got all the Jinjos, and it looks like there is a Mumbo token underneath this guy. Can you kill them? Yeah, you can. I don't know if the water will hurt me. No, it's just spooky water. Let's go ahead and swim in the spooky water. Since it's green spooky water, it doesn't hurt me, but if it's like multicolored blue spooky water, then it hurts you. Just keep that in mind. There's different degrees of spooky water. So like I promised, if you attack the skeletons without using the magic, then they just kind of fall apart and then regenerate. So you can't really get rid of them without using the feathers. Now what we want to do next. We walked around the church, but we never actually went inside. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. And here we have another running challenge. I want to go ahead and go this way. Hopefully I broke the gate open, which, yes I did. Good job, Josh. Good job, JP Guy. I'm referring to myself a lot in my actual name. We made it inside the church. And in here we have some ginormous benches. And the really odd thing is, like, Mad Monster Mansion supposedly is Gruntilda's actual home. And everything inside here is ginormous. And, you know, as you'll see at the end of the game, when we finally see Gruntilda, she isn't that much larger than we are. So it doesn't make a lot of sense that the area in which she supposedly lives is just ridiculously large. But I guess it just adds an element of platforming, I guess. I think that's more of what they were going than actually implying that the people who live here are giants. Because that's the odd thing, though, because, like, this room is ginormous compared to Banjo, and, like, the other room where Napper was in, that room was large, but all the other rooms in the mansion, they're small. I guess maybe they thought it would be a little bit spookier if you were inside this giant chapel. Now, personally, when I was a kid, thinking of a church didn't really seem like that scary of a location. But as an adult, being inside a church when it's dark and no one else is around is actually a little bit creepy. But that's besides the point. We have this guy named Moatsand, and he's gonna play a little song for us. And all we have to do is follow along, and he'll reward us with a Jiggy. It's a little bit slow at first. I think his second time he goes a little bit faster. We're just trying to press the buttons that he presses, and if you just kind of follow along right where he is, this should be fairly easy. The hardest part about this Jiggy is getting into the church. not necessarily copying this guy's every movement. Go ahead and hit that. And that one. Sounds like he's playing the exact same note over and over again. It's just the timing. Because the note that he plays actually matches with the song that's playing in the background. Oop, I'm not done yet. Oops. Fell behind, guys. But we're okay. I missed the right key. Turns out it doesn't hurt you if you hit the wrong one. There we go. I like that little... And there is our next Jiggy. So let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and jump on this musical book. For any of you who can read music, is that anything that makes sense? Or is it just kind of random... whatever? I know that some of my followers can play the piano and read music just fine. So if it means anything, just let me know if it's just like a weird arrangement of notes that don't make any sense. I'm curious. You'll probably have to pause the video to look at it. Maybe I'll go in front of it so you can go ahead and pause the video. Let's see. Let's stand right there. Alright, go ahead and pause it right here. If it means anything to you, just let me know. But we don't want to quite leave yet. What we want to do... if I can find where it is... There's a flying pad. There we go. Right here. And we're going to fly up. Up into the attic area. We have a Mumbo token and an empty honeycomb piece and a witch switch up here. So it's really important that we don't get killed by the skeleton. I was gonna say it's really important that we get everything up here if you want to get all the stuff in the game. If you want, especially if you want to be prepared for the final fight. It's very valuable to get all the honeycomb pieces you can get, and all the jiggies that you can get. Mumbo tokens aren't quite as important, as long as you get enough of them. You definitely don't need all of them in the game. I realize I ran out. I should have grabbed that one before I fell down. I got hurt a lot there too. Actually, not too bad. But you can use the Wonder Wing to help you fall from high places. I'm not entirely sure, but I think you can possibly die by falling. Now here's the real kicker that I didn't even think of until now. Now, this room, look how giant those chairs are, and giant the organ is. But look how tiny the doorway is. How are you supposed to fit through? Doesn't seem like very good housing design. I think Gruntilda can take a few pieces of advice from Bowser. I feel like he's a much better architect than she is. That's just my opinion. From here, what we want to do now is Mumbo over here. Yeah, he is over here. We haven't gone to him yet. We want to have him help us with a couple of the jiggies that we have left. I'm pretty sure... I'm trying to remember here. We have 3 jiggies left. I'm thinking we have that jiggy. Trying not to say it so that I'm not spoiling anything. But there's... We'll go ahead and go in here. We have that jiggy, that jiggy. I know we have at least 2 more jiggies that we have to use the transformation for. And the reason why I'm thinking this through, and it's kind of meaningless anyways, I didn't actually check up above though, which I should probably do. Mumbo proud of pumpkin spell. Make good soup. No, don't eat me, Mumbo. I forgot to go up there real quick, so let me go ahead and check What's up above? Let's get on the pole. It's absolutely nothing? Ah, feather. Is that it? Yep, that's it. We kind of needed it though. We can't really use it now. And there's nothing behind him. Alright, let's go ahead and turn back into a pumpkin again. Sorry for the confusion. I just wanted to check if there was anything we missed. Now, as the pumpkin, we can fit in a lot of smaller areas. I can fit that little hole right there just in case we didn't break the gate down yet. What we want to do, I believe we need to go this way. We want to go back to the maze at one point, but we also want to head this way as well. I originally thought this was the way to the maze, that's why I said that. But this is good too. We also want to head this way as well. Get it as well. Nah. There's your pun for the day. At least one of them. We have a couple more notes in here. Now, if you're in here as Banjo, you can swim around, and this is technically possible to do. Although, it is a lot easier just to kind of bounce around as a pumpkin instead of trying to precisely swim around. We got hit once, but we probably would have gotten hit a lot more if we came in as Banjo. Let's go ahead and grab these gold feathers. That puts us at 2 Jiggies left in the stage. Now, one thing about the pumpkin is that I believe they can walk on this. Can they not get hurt? Yeah, they don't get hurt by this vine stuff right here. However, it kind of ends right there, so it doesn't really help us all that much. If Banjo walks on that, it'll hurt him. So the pumpkin, despite being a defenseless pumpkin, there is some perks. Let's go ahead to the maze here, because in one part of the maze, there will be a little platform that we want to go up. Now, I believe it's this way. Nope. It's over there. We want to get over to that area right there. Which I thought you got there through the maze somehow. But maybe not. Okay, guys. You don't actually have to go into the maze. I'm sorry. You actually go into this little hole right here. And that will allow you to go up this ramp right here so that you can access the roof as the pumpkin. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there's no other way to reach the roof as the pumpkin without that ramp. We want to go ahead and jump into this room. If you remember earlier, or last time I suppose, we went into that room and we couldn't get that honeycomb piece. But now that we're the pumpkin, we were able to get it just fine. Then what we want to do is we want to head into this room as well. If you remember, the toilet said that we can't fit down it. Happy landings, little one. We get to disgustingly get flushed down this nasty toilet. Very unpleasant experience. We're in like a pile of poop area. Not pleasant. There's some feathers right here. If you want to just kind of lure these guys out. In the past, I would never dare to do it, but I kind of want to now. It wasn't worth it. I got hurt. I think that's it. The camera's kind of lousy in here too. But now that we've got that Jiggy, we only have one left. Let's get out of here. The music's all majestic because we have the egg here. Normally it isn't like this until you input the code in the N64 version. Let's go ahead and wash our hands. We went inside a nasty toilet, take a shower, you know, get all that nasty stuff off of us. We want to be a nice clean pumpkin, not a dirty pumpkin. Now, I believe this is where the last Jiggy is. fall down here, and we get the last 5 notes as well, which is perfect, guys. That's everything for this stage. However, we are not done with being a pumpkin. We actually have several things that we need to do with the pumpkin outside of the world. In fact, the pumpkin's probably one of the most important transformations in the game. Let's not get attacked by this guy. Ow! I didn't want to get hurt. We're really low on health. We need to heal up. Okay, now we want to avoid this gruntling guy. Here we have this little tiny... I don't know what it's called, this little tiny... looks like another church to me. Here we have a ghost that wants to kill us. Everything's after us. But we actually have Mumbo outside of a level. This is the only place where Mumbo shows up outside of the world of Banjo-Kazooie. So we want his help so we can take out this ghost. Please, ghost. Leave. Please, ghost. I had to use all of my feathers to get that guy. Which I should have been able to get him with just one, but I kind of goofed up. Can you break these? I guess this is more of a crypt than a church. And here we have a little pad that we want to stomp on, and that will raise the water level for the next level. This is very important. So make sure that when you do Mad Monster Mansion, that you try to get all the jiggies that you can without using the pumpkin, so that you can leave with the pumpkin. And I forgot that we need to turn back into a pumpkin again. Now, it turns out with speedruns in this game, this area is really hard to get into. You get the pot ready, Mumbo's ready to cook us up, which is making me a little bit nervous. Let's go ahead and run away. Mumbo's supposed to be one of our friends, but he's out to get us. I can actually reach this extra life. Are you kidding me? I can't reach that extra life? Is that why it's hard to get? That's annoying. Oh well, we don't really need it. While I might die soon, I think we'll be okay with the amount of lives that we currently have. Now, that is the important part of the game that we have to do in order to progress through the game. There's one other thing that we can do with the pumpkin that isn't required, but is really helpful. Grunty started talking, but we interrupted her, which is awesome. Now, I kind of vaguely commented on how there's this little path right here, and if I can just not suck it up. We already fell in this lava once. Normally when I fall into this lava area, though, it's right here, not on the place where I fell last time. I'm just trying to concentrate here, so I'm sorry I'm not quite as talkative. What? Okay. Well, on the upside, we start right here again. We don't have to turn back into a pumpkin and enter the level again. If I can get a better camera angle, that would be nice. But as you can see, it's really easy to die here. I guess technically, you do need to talk to Brentilda here anyways. So that's kind of important to the story. Technically, you can blatantly ignore Brentilda throughout the entire game, and you can just guess the things that she will tell you when they become pertinent. But I'd rather just talk to her to show you guys, and hopefully to remember, rotting fish is hanging from her ceiling. That's pretty disgusting. She also has a loogie bush growing in a pot beside a loogie bush. How does that even work? I mean, it's disgusting, but also pretty amazing at the same time. I don't want to think about it anymore. She has sweaty yellow undies. Thanks for telling me. That's something I really didn't want to know. And here we have Cheeto again. I mean, good to see him here again. He gets you get another spell from him. One more page to see you turn the grunty shall Cheeto burn. Nasty, which is so code I shall tell. Enter red feathers on sandcastle floor in treasure trove code. So if we do that, then we'll get another code from, well, I mean, if we put in that code, we'll get a feather bonus. Now, I'm going to try to get back without falling, because I want to limit my kill counter as much as possible. And I've already died in this room twice, so I'd rather not do it again. But usually when I play through this game, my typical response is just to jump in and fall to my death and then shout, "Pumpkin soup!" Because you're falling into lava, you're getting baked, you know, or pumpkin pie or something. Now we're going to turn back. I guess I want to turn back so I can properly end the episode with a backflip. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give this video a like, and if you want to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you look in the description below, you can also see my Twitter account or my Facebook account that you can follow. I have a Facebook page and a Twitter account that you can follow and get more updates on all the stuff that I upload. So thank you. Bye! I have to flip twice because I